Am I the a-hole for threatening to divorce my husband if he doesn't tell his parents that we are married? My husband 22M and I 22F have been married for 3 years now. To sum it up, we were both young, dumb, and going to enlist in the military to get out of our small town, so we eloped to the courthouse. We were both gonna keep it a secret at first and reap the benefits from the military, see how our relationship went, and go from there. Ended up not enlisting in the military, so I told my parents we eloped a few months after. He never told his parents, and I've been asking him to tell them. They didn't have a good relationship when we got married, and that is why he didn't tell them. I gave him an ultimatum this past week that he has to tell them by the end of the week, or I'm divorcing him because he's crossing a boundary I have discussed with him multiple times over the past year. I am uncomfortable with them not knowing, and I honestly feel like he's not mature enough to be in a marriage if he can't man up to tell them. He said he's scared to hurt them, and I countered that he needs to get it over with, that he's also hurting me. His parents love me, by the way, and I've been tempted to tell them myself, but he always stops me. Well, I gave him the ultimatum, and he immediately became defensive, telling me that if I didn't want to be married to him, that he would return the wedding set he just upgraded for me. He told me I was being an a-hole for pressuring him when he wasn't ready. I told him that I wasn't saying that at all. I'm just tired of him not being an adult, which makes me question our relationship. I love him, but it's screaming red flags, and I know I'm young enough that it won't ruin my life if we divorce. My parents have a big issue with him keeping it a secret too, and have brought it up to him. The reason I haven't already went home is because I live on the other side of the country away from both of our families, and we have pets. However, he knows if he does not tell them by this Sunday that I will be making plans to move once my summer semester ends. So am I the a-hole for threatening to divorce my husband because he won't tell his parents we are married?
Here are the top comments.
This is beyond weird. What is going on that he thinks is going to change if his side of the family finds out you are married? He probably doesn't know how to explain, but there is something very shady here.
Not the a-hole. I love that he says you're pressuring him and it's 3 years on. It might have got to the point that he's left it so long that he feels it's super weird now to say, Mom and Dad, we got married 3 years ago, but that's all on him.
You better go through with it, or this is the beginning of the end of expecting anything from him. You set a line in the sand. Now stick to it. Luckily, I respect myself enough to surround myself with people that don't need lines drawn in the sand, but it's sad how much people destroy their chance at improving a situation by self-sabotage, like not meaning what they say.
So not the a-hole, you're not pressuring him into marriage. I don't see why it's such a big deal for him to tell his parents when he's had 3 years to sit on it.